Hi everyone, I'm Maddie Smith, and this is the Met Gala. What's everyone wearing to the Met Gala?
I'm thinking I'm going to wear like something from Zara. I think I have some nice pants. You know, maybe my Skims pajamas.
I'm wearing a single thong, nothing else. Tits out, nipples on the ground.
I'm going to get a burlap sack and turn it into a couture
that's
garment.
so camp.
Celebrities are doing interesting things on the carpet again.
I know.
People are wearing crazy stuff. Kim was in all leather last week.
It's chug to not go crazy.
I agree.
When I see a straightforward outfit, I'm like, okay.
I'm like, that's embarrassing.
It's
Yeah,
like you wasted your spotlight. What are you doing?
I actually agree.
People are doing fun little Kim things again, and I'm excited.
And apologies to Lady Gaga, who we all made fun of, and now we're all like, oh my god, look, Doja Cat has a chair on her head.
Exactly.
And we're like, that's so cool.
What's her name? Jennifer's Body. Megan Fox.
Absolutely
she wore
naked.
fully naked.
Meanwhile, people
night.
said Rose McGowan years ago.
I know.
What are you doing?
Rose, I remember that Rose McGowan. That was a good one.
But she was supposed to look
and that
wet,
goes back
right?
to you and me talking about we're going crazier. Stuart's been my style advisor lately, and she said the more crazy, the better.
I said it's a power move for her to show up looking insane.
I think so. I think that's true because then you're like, what?
It's very Janine. It's Janine Garofalo. She used to show up wearing crazy shit. It's very like it's like I'm confident. I know I'm funny. I don't have to like dress like you please.
This is my style.
This is my style.
And every time I see, you know what pisses me off? When someone wears like a very formal prom-looking dress to an award show when they don't dress like that IRL.
Totally agree.
I'm like, reflect your personality a little bit.
Yeah,
they're chameleons.
It looks
Sometimes
like,
they can be more than one thing.
Okay.
Okay, and we've got Caroline Massey on the track.
Our producer. Today's her second and last day because she just negated what I said. Anyway, we veer off topic. The VMAs were yesterday, but we got some fun topics to talk about this week. California, the state of California just banned stealthing. If you don't know what stealthing is, it's an old medieval sport where the man takes his condom off before putting it in your fucking puss. I have never been stealth, but I will like to come out and say that why are all the cool laws coming out after I've been in college?
I know. This was happening to us years ago.
I could have said, oh, that's illegal. You're raping me. That's illegal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We're almost 30. We're old women at this point. No one wants to stealth us.
Stealthing me. In fact, when guys have sex with me, they put extra condoms on because they say, I don't want to have her kid.
That's what I was thinking. I'm the one that should be stealthing men. I'm trying to stealth Nick Cannon, you know?
Wait, have you had sex with Nick Cannon?
No, but she wants to because the baby mamas.
I want to be my goal, my 5-year plan is to just get knocked up by someone rich.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you can do that.
Because then me and the kid can have a nice life. It's a survival tactic.
Yeah.
It is
the anti-stealth.
Drake has a baby mama who said, you're my kid's baby, and she gets millions a year.
I know, and he said they've been doing great at co-parenting.
Mm-hmm. And the kid is
But he's a creep,
looking.
isn't he?
Yeah, but I think still co-parents can creep. Creeps can co-parent.
Because didn't he creep on Zendaya? Like, wasn't he?
And Millie Bobby Brown.
And Millie Bobby Brown.
Billie Eilish.
Weird.
He's friends with teenagers.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll talk about stealthing a little bit later. Steve from Blue's Clues.
Oy.
Steve from
Speaking
Blue's
of stealthing,
Clues.
I want to stealth that shirt off of him.
He
looks like a condom without, or a dick without a condom.
He looks like a dick
on it.
without a condom lately. So Steve from Blue's Clues randomly made a video and said, hey, I want to let you guys know, like, you're doing fine. I'm like, again, this is how you know the world is ending, because they paid Steve from Blue's Clues, how much do you think? $8,000 to make that video pre-tax?
To tell us that we were fine. That's so sad.
You know, so we're going to talk about Steve from Blue's Clues coming back. Who, what, why? I guess it's the 25th anniversary of Blue's Clues or something.
I think so. That and 9/11.
I think they just want us to forget about our student loans for a second.
I would like to, even though they mention it, I would like to see Steve from Blue's Clues. Was there a Blue's Clues episode post 9/11?
Probably.
Is that when he left? He's like, I'm out of here.
He said, though, I can't talk to a salt and pepper shaker. The Taliban's coming.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about Steve from Blue's Clues. And our last topic talked about all over Twitter this week. They got absolutely roasted. CBS has a new show. I think it was CBS called The Activist. Ooh. The basic premise is Shark Tank, but with activism, hosted by Usher.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
A well-known activist.
Well-known activist actively giving people herpes. Yeah. Priyanka, however you say her last name.
Chopra.
Least activist person I know.
Who is she? Sorry.
She's Nick Jonas' like weirdo wife.
Yeah, she's very involved
Who was she
with
before then? I don't know.
She does like cooking stuff. She's an actress.
Bollywood,
she's
I thought, right? Or is that racist? I thought she did. Literally...
No, I think she did Bollywood stuff. I know I also think her dad is Deepak Chopra, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
rich
true?
as fuck.
Or producer, can you
Their
Google
wedding
that?
was in... Yeah, you don't need to be doing this
right now.
Yeah.
Care, could you pull that up for us?
Care. And Julianne Hough, who is actively sleeping with her brother.
I didn't
who's
know
Julianne
this.
Hough either, also?
She used to judge.
She's a famous, I actually know a lot
Dancing
about
with the
her.
Stars.
I've hated her for years. So she is a dancer. She's a famous dancer. She started out in like the ballroom circuit, and then she was on Dancing with the Stars. Her brother is Derek Hough, and they're like a dancing little duo. She's been in all the musical movies. Like she was in Grease, the musical movie, and she's been in like a few others. She was in School of Rock. She was in the musical movie of Grease.
When did they make
Wasn't
a
there one of
musical
Peter
movie
Pan?
Grease?
They did like a live.
Are we talking
yeah.
about Julianne Hough?
Yes.
Yeah.
Footloose, right? But didn't she
She
do the
did
remake?
Footloose. She also did Rock of Ages,
Oh, the jukebox
the
musical.
jukebox musical, the movie.
I didn't realize she was. Okay.
And her and her brother do weird, like little
like
dancing.
Angelina Jolie's kind of thing.
It weirds me
Billie
out.
Eilish.
Yeah.
I would like to say something. I am eternally grateful I don't have a brother.
Thank God I don't have a man.
Jill's the only one here with a brother.
I have a brother.
What do you think?
I love my brother, but not in a gross way.
You're right.
You literally just outed yourself that you want to fuck your brother.
Ew, Stewart, this interview's
I'm
over.
kidding. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We don't have brothers. We don't understand.
Father
I don't
only.
understand. I don't
I'm so sorry.
understand.
Yes, exactly.
I don't
Daddy's
un-
only.
Yeah, daddy.
Daddy's only.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have a brother. They don't get you at all.
Yeah. No,
Well,
they're
you
just
don't
like-
have one, so how would you know?
I can't imagine myself with a brother.
Do you have a sister?
We each have one sister.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm really the odd man out. I have a sister also.
Oh, that's good.
You do?
Uh-huh.
I never met her.
No.
I met your brother.
Yeah.
And his wife.
Yeah.
So, and she's kind of your sister.
Sister-in-law.
Yeah. Well,
The state
before we
cruiser.
get in, well, let me introduce my guest. Did we get an update on Priyanka Chopra's
Oh
dad?
yeah. So not Deepak. I don't know
Oh,
why.
wow.
Her
Racism.
parents are.
But she's rich.
No,
Their wedding was
they have the
insane.
same last name.
But she was Miss World. So she
Oh.
was like on the
I know
pageant
she's very
circuit.
involved in the global. I've been to the Global Citizens Festival like 3 times. That's who's putting on this activist
What the fuck
show.
is the
Why were you
Global
at the Global
Citizens
Citizens
Festival?
Because my
Festival?
friend volunteered for them, and she was like, "Do you want a ticket?" I saw
Why
Beyonce
would you
and Rihanna.
volunteer for a music festival?
It's not a music festival. She volunteered for like the organization. Like they do activism
Oh.
stuff, and then they throw like a thing every year where they have
like
like
a gala.
It's free. No, it's like free in Central Park.
Oh, never mind.
It's a shit show.
Oh, I
But,
don't
like,
do the free stuff.
No, it's a shit show.
That's
I
I'm
gotta
too
pay.
old for- I gotta
Literally,
pay.
the line for the porta potties was
Ew.
insane.
Oh, why would you even go?
But like
Oh my
Leonardo
God, try.
DiCaprio speaks, and like Emma
I bet he
Watson
has
will
a lot of good
speak.
fun stuff to say.
Yeah.
And I saw Beyonce and Rihanna
You know what's
there.
pretty cool about 19-year-olds?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
They
legal,
stay the
but
same age.
Yeah, they don't have bushes.
Yeah.
Okay,
can leave 'em at home when you're
interesting.
going to the
I
bar.
see, I see. Okay, well, we're going to talk about all these
We'll
things
talk about
later.
that.
Let me introduce your guests for today. Per usual, give it up for Stewart Fullerton.
Hey.
And sitting next to Stewart, we got Jill Weiner.
Heyo.
And our producer for today, Caroline Mazzy. The reviews are coming in. People are saying, I love Caroline. We're
Oh
so
my
glad she's
God.
here. So let's keep it going.
Yay.
We're going to move on to our first segment, which per usual is called Let's Sync Up. Okay, so we always start the pod with one question to get our fallopian tubes in a knot, to get them twisting and turning, to get us all cramping and disposing of our uterine lining at one.
Love it.
Today's question, we have the show coming out on CBS called The Activist. Now, today's question on Let's Sync Up. If you are a contestant on The Activist, what cause would you bring to the table? I actually didn't give enough background on the show. I just realized that I only said it's hosted by Usher, Priyanka. I just realized I didn't even provide any information. So the winner of The Activist gets to go to the G20 summit, where they're going
Wow.
to meet like the biggest activist leaders in the world.
Okay, that's pretty cool, actually.
The topics have to be focused around health, education, and or environment.
Yes.
And so the people come on and they like give their causes and they get to pair up with leaders. I don't know. A lot of people were roasting it because it's like, you know, commercialization of activism, but
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
You
it's
know, it was like a
embarrassing.
million white men around a table who were like, you know what's in now?
Right.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Well, it's just so embarrassing that Twitter, like I don't like to see people being good on television. Our favorite show is Succession. We want to see people be horrible on
one of my
TV.
favorite shows.
I think it's so funny that Twitter has just taken over everything, and now like the media people are like, let's have good people being good on TV. And it's like, that's going to be so fucking boring and stupid. I don't need to see Julianne Hough
and then
jacking off
We
on
like
herself.
watching bad people.
And
exactly.
They're going to have to compete
series.
against each other. Maybe that'll bring out their badness.
Hopefully. I hope there's drama.
Actually, like cutting each other's throats and like
being
betrayal.
that's not a real cause.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Like fully proof of this, American Idol, the first few episodes always do the best because the bad people are on it. And
Exactly.
then it sinks down.
Yeah.
They have to include the bad people. No one wants to.
Everybody
that's
loves
the
to
biggest
see
thing.
a train wreck.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm sure
And
the same
no
with The
one wants
Bachelor.
to see a person fighting for climate change be a train wreck.
Yeah.
Like there's no conflict.
We already have Greta Thunberg for that, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what a mess that girl. Drake. I heard Drake is in Greta's
I'm
DMs.
sure.
You would love her.
You love it. How dare you?
So he's a really nice guy. So if you guys were on the show, what would you bring to the show? I'm going to tell you mine so we can get a
Yes,
vibe
Okay,
absolutely.
for what the girls are bringing. So this cause has been near and dear to my heart the last month or so, with one person on this pod trying to find housing post breakup. Going through seeing
Homeless.
apartments and still living with your significant other post breakup.
Yikes.
Yes.
So my cause is in cities across the country and rural areas. We don't hate on the rural areas. Halfway houses for people who just got out of a
Love
breakup.
that.
So
I love
there's
that.
like there's like services there. There's a therapist.
It's sort of like The Wing.
It's The Wing, but you go there and there's like cheap rooms and you stay there and you would say, I'm in the halfway house, you know, like I'm up the street. Oh, you're there too. So you can get out.
Yes.
You go out and flee to this
Yeah.
house so
Yes.
you don't have to stay with your boyfriend.
It's sort of like rehab,
It's
but
rehab.
for breakup.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Like a less expensive hotel.
And it's,
Yeah.
it's activism because it helps health. Public health goes down when people go through breakups.
Yes.
It helps the environment because you're smoking less and you're
Yes. It helps procreation because
Yeah.
like maybe you'll meet someone
When
new
in the house.
speed
Yeah.
things up
In the house.
and it helps the economy because you're going out and buying things because you feel good.
That's
Yeah.
it. I have been
You're
helping
going-
the economy to say the
Post-breakup,
least.
post-breakup, you're joining Equinox, you're getting Botox, you're buying spinach juice.
Exactly.
What do you guys think of my cause?
I
love
love
it.
that
I love it.
cause, and it could have really benefited me.
I know.
It's like a little dorm situation.
It's like
Yeah,
a
it's
dorm, like you get your little, maybe a kitchenette on your floor.
Yeah. Because that way you want to meet the people in. Is it one building? Is it like
Yeah.
a big apartment building
One
with many
building.
units and everybody
Many
gets their own
units.
unit?
It's like Hey Arnold's house.
Okay.
Everyone
I
gets their
love
own
it.
little unit, but there's a community living room and rom-coms are always playing. There's
Yes.
chocolate.
I love that.
But they also say in 3 months, if you haven't found your housing, we kick you out.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's perfect.
And
A
there's like
landing
a big
pad.
sister who's
Yeah.
like, girl, she went through a
counselor.
breakup 2 years ago.
Yes.
So she walks you through it. She sends DMs for you.
Yes.
She's on Tinder for you. She
there's
helps you
like-
with outfits.
Wait, do you remember in the Princess Diaries 2 when they show the guys on the slideshow?
No, I don't. I think I saw that one once.
Okay, that's my favorite, one of my favorites. But they show like all like her eligible suitors on like a big slideshow, so we could like have like a little
Yeah.
movie night
Oh, that's
room where like
fun.
one person, it's
Yes.
like you pull up their Tinder and everyone fixes their profile. Then you fix like their
can workshop,
Hinge.
yeah.
You could workshop with people. You can have like a little focus group. You can have like a little.
Yeah.
I love this idea, Maddie.
Because I think there's nothing sadder than swiping through the apartments after you break. See how much rent has gone up since you
Right.
got with this guy.
yeah,
He's still in the apartment with you.
I love it.
Mm-mm. We're not dealing with all that at once. So
Yeah.
that's. And I'm gonna call it.
I think we should call it breakup rehab.
Oh, I was thinking the breakup brothel.
Oh.
Well, I was going to ask you, like, can you bring back men there, or is it girls?
I was
only?
gonna.
Is that
I
too
was gonna
triggering?
say.
Yeah.
Oh, I think guys.
Is there a rule
Girl,
like
that
detox?
maybe there's a smush room like in Jersey Shore.
I think-
Or maybe each
Yeah.
floor is a different gender or something.
Yeah, you can
Or-
have guys.
I think we could do it like at different parts of the
Gender,
country.
yeah.
Like in Bushwick, obviously, like there's not going to be a gender conforming
Oh,
situation.
I'm so hetero.
But then in,
I'm literally so hetero.
But then in Texas,
You need to
in-
check your privilege,
In
Maddie.
Texas
I do.
or something,
The
we
South.
can do co-ed.
Yeah.
You know, a little like
yeah, Bushwick's like a gender neutral one.
Yeah.
Everyone
Bushwick
could get
is
their
like
own
whatever.
bathroom if
Yeah.
it was more gender neutral. I don't
I will
know.
never
It's
forget
true.
when
that'll rise the
my
costs for sure.
I will never forget when my college added a gender neutral like hallway and people were like, "But what?"
That is actually very. I went to school in
How does
Utah.
that
We did
work?
not have that.
You went to school
they
in
had
Utah?
like
I didn't know that
guys
about you.
and
Yeah,
girls
it's all
could share
shitty.
suites and stuff.
Oh, I see. I
And
thought
there
it was
was,
just
like-
a place where you could walk and it was gender neutral.
But it was like for people.
Yeah, I know. I was
No,
like,
I get
wow. I always feel like a real woman when
Yeah,
I
people
walk down
walk
the
down
hallway.
and they're like, "I'm bi,"
Yeah.
or "I'm binary." Yeah,
But people would say
non-binary.
like people would be like, "I'm they them," and then they could live there.
Less.
was a co-ed.
Co-ed, like
Okay.
gender neutral. Yeah, we weren't non-binary.
I was like, that is progressive for Buffalo.
The sweets could be guys and girls and
Oh,
stuff.
wow.
Yeah.
We did not have that.
Not for me.
That's like a fuck fest.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say.
Or just like
or just like gays
settlers
and
of
hags.
Catan people.
Yeah.
Debate team people.
Debate, yeah. What do you guys have for your activism cause?
All right, so hi everyone. My name is Stewart Fullerton, and today for my activism cause, I would like to say, so as you guys know, I work in a restaurant. I work in the restaurant industry. I have been waitressing, slinging cheeseburgers since I was 16 at this point, with a little stints of 9 to 5s here and there sprinkled in.
Yeah, the restaurant's like, what's this gap in your resume?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, that's
Can
when
you
I
explain
literally
why
worked
you
for a
worked in a
billionaire.
9 to 5?
Exactly. The restaurant's like, that's weird. Very weird. That was her gap year. So I think people act awful at restaurants. They just do. They always have. They always will. It never gets better. Old people are annoying, but I'm sort of like, okay, I get it. You guys have lived a long time. You're okay to be annoying. It's really the young people that it's like, shut the fuck up. My biggest pet peeve is when like a young person will be like, what's your name? And then I'm like, no.
Fuck yourself.
Because
I don't want you to call it across the room. I'm not going to be helping you, Rachel.
Does
that happen? They'd be like,
They do that all the time.
And
So
they
gross.
get it.
And then
they
they
get it
abuse
from their
it.
And they get it
families.
from their dad. They have a rich
that's
dad.
That's a
Yeah,
learned
the dad.
behavior.
That's a learned behavior.
Country club vibe.
When a girl
yeah.
asks me like, what's your name? I'm like, oh, fuck, you have a rich dad who thinks he's a big tipper and he's not. So all I'm saying, I don't know if you guys know, but in Israel, right after high school, people are required.
Listen, I don't know anything about what's
Foreign affairs. Foreign affairs.
No, just listen.
Peace in the Middle East.
Israel, it is a requirement for you to go into the military for 2 years after high school, and then you start jobs.
I see where
I
this
think
is
that in
going.
America,
Yes.
every person that graduates high school should have to work in the restaurant industry for 2 years
it.
before
Love
they
it.
go to college.
Humbling.
Not only will this help with us
Yes.
knowing what we want for college, B, it'll help us out in the restaurant industry. People will be nicer, be better. People will know that they have to tip. People will know what it's like to have no health insurance and just vibe off life. And ultimately, it will make our society better. Thank you so much.
Wow.
That was great.
That's a great idea. 'Cause it does.
Yeah.
Working in the service industry makes you such a better person.
I think so too.
For sure. You're
and you
more
become
empathic.
cooler. You meet people. I also think people need.
You're a better worker. You become a stronger, harder worker.
I also believe we should be speaking Spanish.
Sí.
We should be speaking English and Spanish. You can learn the Spanish in the restaurant industry. So I think it'll be good for our society in every way.
I fully agree.
Also, you don't know what you want to go to college for when you're like 18, I think. And then people spend all this money on college for like the stupidest degree ever, musical theater. And then so people will like it's like a gap year.
I think I totally agree.
I'm a gorgeous
I
singer.
think maybe beyond restaurants, just service in general.
Yeah.
Because these people, I think the best thing is when
It doesn't have to be restaurants. It could be
Retail.
retail.
Yeah, but there's something about the
Retail's the
restaurant
worst.
because when people are fucking rude about their food, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's literally food.
You also learn to read people and like
Yes.
you like literally can see a table and like you learn how to like interact with people better. I think people have horrible social skills in this country.
The etiquette is at an all-time low.
my God, the
manners
disrespect.
out the window.
Out the window.
You should be
Way to
able to
go.
small talk for 10 minutes
10.
at least, and no one can.
Just talk about
You
the
can
weather.
small talk really good.
I'm like, my shoulders
You can
hurt.
too.
I need to put a heating pad
Yeah.
on my shoulder every night from carrying conversation. When I go into a conversation, I wear that belt that the guys in the warehouse do
So
to
you
pick
can't
up a
bend over.
box. Because I say I don't want to hurt my back carrying this conversation.
I literally need a chiropractor.
I need a chiropractor. I love this cause. I support
that
it. I
too.
support it
Thank you.
100%. Jill, what do we got?
Okay, so for me, hi, my name's Jill Weiner, and you may have noticed I have curly hair, as does Caroline.
Yours looks good though.
Thank you.
Curly hair lady.
Yeah, so my cause would be, Caroline, I don't know if you've dealt with this, but it's very hard to find a good haircut
Oh yeah.
for curly hair.
No one knows.
It's like $250 at the least if you go to Diva Curl, which does do great work. But my cause would be to create a information, just to teach hairdressers how to cut curly hair across the board, so we're
love
not
it.
paying out the ass for a good haircut, because as we all know, a good haircut can change your life.
Oh yeah.
You know, it can really just boost your confidence, get you out on the streets feeling good, and I think that would be my cause, because
I
it's
think-
too much money.
And
I love that.
I do think a lot of hairdressers are very Anglo-Saxon oriented.
yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm privileged to be able to walk into any hairdresser
That's the thing.
and say,
yeah.
give me
Yeah.
a deuce, but you're not allowed.
I mean, I'm allowed to go in, but you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, but
You never know what you're
I've
gonna
gotten
get.
like othered by. I'm like, they're
Yeah.
like, we don't. You can go to a different. They told me. They
You
told
can
me
try
that.
Sears.
They told me yes, something like that. But and
Love the
he
high
did this with his hand
Oh,
and told me to go to a more ethnic salon.
oh my god!
And I was like, okay, I'll go if it's better than.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
absolutely go. I don't know why
Yeah.
I'm paying $100 to get abused.
Yeah.
Yeah, so rude.
I don't like this abuse.
How dare they?
I
Yeah.
think that's great.
Yeah.
How long would the school last? 6
Let's
weeks?
say 6 weeks. I
Yeah.
think it would be like whatever. I didn't really do the research for how long a beauty school semester
I think
is.
it's like 6 months. I don't really
6
know.
months.
But the curly seminar.
But the curly seminar, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, an intensive, anywhere from type of cut, length to
History
products
of the
used. The
curl.
history of the curl.
In a social
Yeah,
context.
because I grew up in Georgia, and there are not a lot of curly, and at this, it was like a privileged white neighborhood I grew up in, so I was definitely mocked for my curly hair.
Yes.
A lot. I was called Afro woman. Also, my mom got me a really bad haircut, and I think that's where this. I looked
happens.
like a golden girl. You know
That's
what
where
I
it
mean?
started.
It was like a hair helmet.
We've all had the bad haircuts.
Yeah. So that's my cause. I
I
think.
support this 100%.
Thank you.
I think it could help. Obviously, education is increased
Yes.
through this. The environment, because you're not wasting
Right.
products on
You're
your
not
hair.
relaxing your hair.
You're not relaxing your
Yeah.
hair, which is, I'm guessing, electricity. So
Yeah.
Burns your hair off your
burns your
scalp.
hair,
Yeah.
and then you have to
Chemicals.
buy new hair
Yeah.
chemicals.
Also, we should cancel straighteners.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah, I haven't used. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
He
so
is-
bad for you.
Yeah,
And
I
they-
hate them.
A flat hair just sits
Yeah.
on my head like Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
And
It's
it makes me
gross.
sad when someone with curly hair doesn't just embrace it, and then they
Right.
try to straighten it, and then it's like, meh, meh, meh.
Yeah, and it's like,
Yeah. You know?
Right. But whatever you guys want to do, we ain't
Right.
shaming anybody.
No shame.
This
Yeah.
is Jill's cause.
No, I'm saying like be yourself. You
Yes.
know, let your curly hair fly.
Yeah.
Frizz up and
Frizz up.
absorb all the static.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wish I had big curly hair.
Once I stopped fucking with my hair, my life got so much better. I don't
Yeah.
do shit to it anymore. I'm just
Yeah, it
like,
looks great.
Well, Stewart got a good haircut a few years ago,
and that
Yeah.
changed my life.
It changes your life.
She
Remember when I got
literally-
the bang, the curtain bangs?
She literally walked down the street like,
Andrew
Yeah.
woman.
Andrew Chavon goes, "Whoa, you look like a celebrity."
Literally,
That was such a good impression.
full hard
And then I
on.
found out he was colorblind, and he didn't even know what color hair I had.
He didn't even know. And
Wow, he doesn't know you're a redhead.
He's literally like all.
He had no idea.
I literally said,
That's
Andrew,
crazy.
who are your celebrity crushes? He said Joan from Mad Men, Julianne Moore,
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet, and he doesn't even know he's. I have red hair
Wow.
too.
He doesn't know
to
he has
us,
a type.
And I said, "Oh, you like
Yeah.
redheads then?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm colorblind." He had no idea.
What's red?
He's like the guy in The Giver.
He's literally the guy in The Giver.
Remember the guy in The Giver?
Wait,
She has a red
good
hair.
birthday present, the colorblind glasses. I'm gonna film him.
They have those.
They have those, and they're like, "Oh my! I'm guessing this is red. Like they can see." I'm gonna get him.
I can't imagine being
Very
colorblind.
surprised.
Yeah,
No.
film him when he gets
Wow.
can
He
see
doesn't
color
know.
for the first time.
Yeah.
He'll cry.
He drops to his knees.
He's like, "Why have you forsaken me?"
It is just like The Giver. Okay, well, I think we're synced up.
Yeah.
And I love our
Synced up.
causes. I think that would help. All three of these would help the world a little bit. But let's move on to our next segment, which is the first time doing this segment. It's called First Impressions.
Ooh.
Okay, so I was gonna tell you guys about this, and you guys would bring something for it. But next time we play, you because it was literally last night. I thought of it. I'm gonna do an impression of someone with celebrity news this week, and you have to guess who I'm doing an impression.
I love this. I'm so excited. Sorry,
didn't
I just got really into
But
it.
next time you can bring your own, but I didn't want to give you a last minute thing. It would have been
BYOCI.
fine. Okay, so these are really bad. So you have to guess. Let me do the whole impression,
Okay.
and then you
Okay.
can guess who I'm being.
Okay.
All right? I didn't really write these out, so it was kind of like UCB, like improv.
Absolutely.
Yes,
So
and.
UCB.
Yes, and. Yeah.
Can someone give me a word? Not pineapple. Remember at UCB,
Yeah,
they always
yeah,
say,
Yeah.
never take pineapple. Okay.
Yeah.
I hate improv people.
They're the
I
worst.
hate.
Can I get a question
Yeah.
your dad would ask you after you...
You fucked him.
Yeah.
And then they're kind of like prepping in the back.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
ready to jump in.
I'm gonna grab a chair. I'm gonna grab a chair.
I heard.
And I love the fake out, like when the guy pretends like he's gonna get in, and then someone like slightly goes in front of them, and then he's like, "Oh, I missed my shot." It's
Improv
like you
is
just weren't
horrifying.
ready.
If there's any way to be
Improv
turned
is
off by a man, improv.
Agreed.
When I took UCB, you know how they do like ASCAT, where like one person says the monologue.
Yeah.
I would just do the monologue every time, and then never do the improv.
Nice.
That sounds good.
I low key crushed the
I
monologue.
would crush the monologues, and my teacher just said, "Stewart, do the monologues every time," because
Yeah.
I would give so much robust material. Arkansas, obviously.
I low key, and that's when you're like, I should just do stand up.
That's when I was like, I'm just doing stand up.
Found a hack.
I was literally in the monologue. So I have a boyfriend. His name is Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds. And filmed a type.
I
Okay.
hate my mom.
So I'm gonna do my first impression. All right. So this is first impression.
Oh, God.
Yes, I'm at the VMAs. I just wanted to take a photo with my man Machine Gun Kelly, and so I came at him, and he fought me. Is it my fault his wife Megan Fox is so hot? Anyway, I'll see him in the ring next summer.
I think that's Billie Eilish.
No,
Conor McGregor?
Yes, Conor McGregor.
McGregor? Sorry.
McGregor.
You thought that was Billie Eilish?
Billie
Eilish. Literally, Billie Eilish talks like, yo, that would be so dope. Y'all know I'm vegan, right? So, like, I can't eat that burrito. That was my best Irish impression.
I don't even know anything about Conor
pretty good.
McGregor except for
I know he's Irish and a fighter.
Irish and a
so
fighter.
That's how I put it together.
I'm sorry. I never thought he would be.
Was he? Did he cause shit at the VMAs?
Yep. So he tried to get a photo with Machine Gun Kelly, and Machine Gun Kelly said, "No, I'm not taking a photo with you. I'm with Megan Fox." And Conor McGregor threw fists at him. But you never know.
This is the worst accent.
I'm trying to be Katie Boyle.
Going, copper pot down under. No.
What?
That's what you have to do.
No, you
That
gotta
was
go.
not-
Hearty-tarty.
Yes, hearty-tarty.
I'm an Irish
I'm
lass.
Conor
I'm
McGregor.
Irish.
So Conor McGregor came at.
Conor McGregor.
But here's my theory: it's a fake, so that they can get
Yes.
in the
They
ring.
can
The publicity.
So everyone's like, they actually had beef. Everyone's, like rappers
Right.
will be like,
You need the beef.
Are they actually gonna fight?
Well, that's my prediction.
Because
Like
he's gonna destroy him.
anything that
He's gonna break Machine Gun Kelly's nails.
him in
Yeah.
half.
in
Put a
half,
silencer on
Megan
that bitch.
Fox is gonna have to come in the ring and fight him with her tits.
Wow.
With her. So what'd you guys think, my Conor McGregor?
That was
That was
amazing.
great. I thought it was so
Thank you, thank
good. You transported me back to the motherland.
Okay.
To the motherland.
Next one. This one's too easy. I got a girl pregnant. She
John.
is no. Let her
Malay-
finish.
Oh, sorry. Start over. That was really good.
That was very good.
That was.
though.
I knew from the eye.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
a good-
Yeah, me
from
too. Yeah.
Her name is Olivia, and she's very nice. She is very pretty. My ex-wife stole. That's all I got. How does it sound?
That
John
was
Mulaney.
good.
John
so
Mulaney
good.
is
John
having
Mulaney.
a baby with Olivia.
Well, he didn't waste any time out of rehab, did he?
No, I love it. He did not go to the breakup house rehab for sure.
no,
He did not go to breakup brothel. I'll tell you
Unless
that
Olivia
much.
Munn is the therapist there.
Anna Marie did it though. She's still there.
Is that his ex-wife?
Yes,
Yes.
and she's
I feel
been
bad for her.
posting some
Oh.
photographs.
Oh, really?
I
She's
need
going
to-
through it, huh?
She posted a
I
photo
want
of her falling down the stairs.
to make sure
Oh.
Give
she's.
herself an abortion.
That was my first thought, the abortion.
That's so rude too that they never had kids and they were married for so long and they just had that dog Petunia that was very annoying to me. And then now he's. I'm concerned. I need her on full watch. I need full cameras.
Because she's
on
kooky,
her.
right? She worships crystals and stuff. And
She's kooky. She's a little witchy. She has a
Yeah.
headband business as well.
oh,
headband.
like what kind of headband?
She has a hair business. Like that's how she started. She's like a makeup artist and stuff.
Well, we'll
Do
see
you
if
think
she can do
cut curly hair? Yeah.
Okay, let's get on to our next impression.
Ooh.
All right, ready? You guys can shout out because these are so
Okay.
easy.
Okay.
All right,
Okay,
ready?
okay.
The rumors are true. We're engaged.
Britney Spears,
I couldn't be more
Sam
excited.
Sagari or Hasagari.
I couldn't be more excited to get with this man. I'm mostly excited because my dad doesn't own my property anymore. Anyway,
Amazing.
I have to log off social media now to go dance. Goodbye. To spend
You sound
my
just
room.
like her. Did
You're
you
really
see
good at your American impressions.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
Nice
The
backhanded
British ones are
compliment.
harder. I have a hard time with British and
Did you see
Irish.
Octavia
I could never
Spencer?
be Chloe Feynman.
Did you see her
So
comment?
Octavia Spencer commented,
Wait.
Oh, yeah,
make
get
him
the
sign a
prenup.
prenup.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes,
like literally,
make him-
That was so funny.
no laugh emojis.
I love Octavia.
She's
love
so
it.
cool.
Britney Spears is engaged the minute she gets out of that conservatorship.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe she wants
I
to
don't
do
know.
that the whole
She's
time.
engaged and that IUD is coming out. She's getting
Yeah.
pregnant like Olivia Munn.
That IUD
She
is
is
coming
not.
out.
Olivia Munnet. She'll be
She's
It's gonna
pregnant.
dance out of
This
her
guy's
little
just been
puss.
munned.
This has been a great year for Britney Spears.
Or
All of
has.
us,
Very
I don't know.
triumphant, kind of.
all of us having like a horrible quarantine made us spend a lot of time stalking her, and
true.
we've kind of freed her, and
We did.
now she's engaged. I'm like,
Yeah.
good for her.
Yeah.
Great year for.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Maybe she'll be a judge on stuff. That'd be fun to see her.
Yeah.
out and
Also,
about
her
in
nail
public
polish
life.
was chipped in her engagement.
I know.
There's nothing
She
wrong
talked
with
about that in
Like
her,
you.
That's
Okay.
what mine would look like.
That's in. Oh, we have.
I think she would be a fun American Idol judge. Like Paula Abdul was similarly like similar like clad like this. I think Britney could be good. And
She
they
should do the
Yeah.
activism.
She
She did
Okay.
better than Katy Perry.
and all
that's
they
for
have
sure.
to do is
Yes.
if she talks a lot, they just edit it down.
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Like
she
this
on something
podcast.
already? Or maybe not. Maybe not for long.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know either. I made
Britney
that up.
Spears?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
They all
think
look
so.
the same after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blonde.
The blondes.
Yes.
One more.
Oh, you're thinking of Christina on The Voice, possibly.
Oh,
Oh, maybe.
yeah.
Again.
And Kelly Clarkson, too. She was a judge on The Voice, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Now she has her own show. That was weird.
She's
Keep
cool.
going.
Sorry. She's cool.
Is it
I
still
like
on?
her.
It's on. Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm just like, oh, Drew
Kelly
Barrymore
show?
and Kelly Clarkson are the
Is Drew Barrymore's
top
show still
comedians.
are
on?
the most charismatic
Like,
people in the
yeah.
world.
I'm like,
Drew
women-
Barrymore has a show. It's low key alty.
It's like the Drew
Yeah, it's
show, right? Is it
alty.
still on?
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause,
she does like weird segments and
good for her.
it's
She's very
actually-
alty. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
she was married to
interesting.
Tom Green, so
That's
that kind of makes
true.
sense.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
She had him on.
Oh.
They had like a
that's
funny
so
little.
fun.
Yeah.
He's funny too.
He is funny.
Yeah.
I'd see him again.
I don't mind him at all.
I never saw him
It'd
the
be
first
fun to
time.
have a
But
talk-
He should come on this podcast.
He should come on.
I saw it. He was
Caroline?
on the podcast.
Kara, can we get Tom Green's info pulled
Okay,
up?
I'm pulling
Thank
it
you.
up
Just be like,
right now. 1 second.
Kara, make a note that after the pod, I need you to send.
Do you want me to CC you?
Shoot an yeah. BCC me, BCC me, so he
Okay.
knows like I'm not like
Okay.
fully involved and that I trust you.
Great.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more. This
can't
one's
wait.
really bad because I don't know really what she sounds like.
Oh,
but
it's a she,
just,
though.
I
it's the Queen.
love no. Yeah,
Jojo Siwa.
No, that actually sounded like her.
Yeah, that was good.
I love Ben.
Jennifer Lopez.
Yes.
Oh, you don't know what Jennifer
Can
Lopez
you
is?
do just say like?
Hey, baby, I'm
Yeah,
Jennifer
she's
Lopez.
like, I'm Jenny from the
Okay.
block.
But I was trying to do like, yeah, like I love him. I do. I
I
really
love
do.
him. She talks like this, like I love him.
I really love him.
She's like, she talks slow, like Made in Manhattan. She's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like
I
they're
could
very
go
like
for
this.
watching that movie.
I watched
it's
it
such a
again
good
recently.
movie.
It was very good.
Oh, Made in Manhattan is so good. Also,
Yeah.
The Wedding Planner with Matthew McConaughey.
I would
I
love.
love Matt McConaughey.
I love him.
I love his little arms.
I love him.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm mildly over him, but
You don't like him.
You guys do. You.
I'm a high key under him.
Whoa.
Oh.
When I said I'm over him, I said I'm fucking doing aerobics over his fucking face with my
Right.
pussy.
Yeah.
Play these bongos.
Yeah, why don't you diddle
when you
this?
Smoke this.
Do you remember when the cops went
Suck
to his
on my-
house and when he was naked playing the bongos
was-
too loud? He
Yeah.
got a noise complaint. The cop showed
It
up and he was
happened.
just like, "Hey man, I'm just naked, high,
all right,
playing
all
the bongos."
The fact that he plays a bong, no.
he's done.
For me, that's like no, that's not a normal person.
yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
clearly not.
He would be playing and be like,
Yeah.
you know, the history of the bongos is super deep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he tell you a story.
I love him.
Okay.
Remember you, sorry, just one.
Yeah, go
just
ahead.
one more McConaughey memory.
Yes.
When he thanked himself for his Oscar
his
win.
Oscar,
Ugh,
yes.
I mean, is there
that
anything
was
more
good.
beautiful?
I forgot about. He said, "I want to thank myself."
5 years ago.
That was good. That was really funny. I loved that.
That was great.
He has actually been changing his. I don't know if I need to send this to you because we should talk about it on the pod. But he's been changing the all right story in different interviews because he has like different stories of how it like came to fruition, and he's been changing it up, and people are on to him.
Wow.
Your face right now.
I think Maddy just
Is he doing it
left
as
us.
a bit or is he?
No, he's just like changing up the origin story. Like he said at first, he said he stole it from like Jim Morrison, and then he like changed the story, and then he said it was all him, and now he's like,
Sounds like
he's
he's
just like
bored.
changing the story.
Time's a
Can't
flat
just do
circle.
that.
It's very Hilaria Baldwin changing her origin story.
Oh, I love that.
Right.
Pickle?
Pickled cucumber? How do you say? How do you say?
Boyfriend? Alec is my husband.
I'm from Massachusetts.
I did hear J-Lo's voice once. I have already discussed this?
Wait, in IRL?
When I used to see A-Rod, one time he called her and she was on speaker and I heard her say, "Hey, baby."
Wait, what do you mean you used to see A-Rod?
When I used to work for someone that A-Rod would come to the office a lot and like do like business deals, and I would see him a lot, and I would take his coat and then I would go through the pockets, which people say is insane, and I think that's very normal.
I mean, of course. What are you not gonna?
What am I gonna not go through the Tom
What if he
Ford
has a gun?
pockets?
And when you told me that story, I wasn't even surprised that the pockets were bare. He probably
They're
puts
bare.
his coat like
Not even-
all of their items are handled for them.
He also
Yeah.
had a team of gorgeous blonde assistants, which he, as we all know, loves fitness blondes.
I have a theory that celebrities haven't touched actual cash and coins.
Yeah.
No, why
in
would you?
15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or honestly, they don't really need coats either because you're just going in and out of like
Right.
warm cars and planes and trains and automobiles. So they don't really need any. As a celebrity, you could just leave. Oh,
They're just in a bubble. They're just floating along in their money bubble.
yeah. Someone hands you your food, whatever.
Someone
it's
wipes
great.
your ass.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to
Moving on.
Is everyone feeling good? Let's go to our topic before we finish off. I'm like super hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, do
You know
wanna
how
lunch
I
after
get.
this?
So let's go to our topics. Who watched Steve from Blue's Clues, and what are our thoughts?
Oh, I just thought that was so sad. First of all, I hate that fucking shirt, and I really hope people don't start wearing that in Bushwick.
His shirt?
His shirt, that green shirt, I hate it so much.
It reminds me of when Old Navy had the rugby
Yes.
bunch.
Yes, rugby 100%. But he's such a thin, slight person that it's like a skeleton wearing a rugby shirt.
I just thought they could have updated it a little bit. Like they can't get an H&M version. Like, did it
updated
really?
With the glasses.
Can you pull it? Well,
The glasses
and the
made him
hat.
look like a skeleton.
The hat makes
I
him
just
look
keep thinking of that
worse.
song by Linkin Park, like the guy from Linkin Park.
I become so numb. The hat was a little bit white guy in Brooklyn.
Right.
It looked like every guy that comes to my restaurant.
Yeah.
I also didn't feel soothed at all by the video. People were like on Twitter, they were like, "I'm literally in tears right now. I didn't think I would cry today."
Did you guys watch Blue's Clues?
Yeah.
I was too old for it.
Yeah, I was too.
literally-
I wasn't.
And
I
by that I
watched.
mean I was 7.
I was 16, so
I was like, ew, I'm not Nick Jr.
I watched
Yeah.
Blue's Clues. I loved I loved Magenta, the pink one.
She was low-key hot.
She was,
That was the whole
fucking
show.
hot.
When we talk about cartoon characters who are hot, Magenta.
Magenta was hot. Also, Salt and Pepper had a baby named Paprika, and I remember being like, I want to name my child Paprika.
It was really cute. It had very cute images.
Yeah.
It was a little slow moving for me by the time
Yeah.
it came out. I was literally
Yeah.
like, it's behind you! I'm like screaming at him, and Dora the Explorer would also be like, stand up! And she'd
Yeah.
be like, stand up! I'm like, I'm standing! Oh,
I'm
you
standing, let's
fucking
go.
bitch! I used to get so mad.
I was a little less G&T than you, gifted and talented. So I actually was very much so learning from the Blue's Clues.
She's still learning from it.
I'm still learning. I remember they taught me how to make a 3D square. They
With
taught you
the-
how to draw it.
oh,
so
like
you
a
do-
cube.
Yeah,
is what
cube.
it's called.
How you say 3D square?
3D square.
yeah.
Massachusetts.
Yes.
I didn't feel anything
Soothed.
from this video.
It more so reminded me of when he had gotten replaced, and then I went down a rabbit hole Googling that. And then wasn't he like an alcoholic a little bit or
They
something?
never
That's
said.
what I think. It feels like an amends video to me. It feels like he's working the steps.
and he needed to apologize.
And he needed to because he left. I mean, I also went down a rabbit hole. I never watched it, but I went down the rabbit hole to be like, what is this about? And it turns out he was just like, yeah, I just didn't want to do it anymore, which is fine.
There was
but
an interview where he said, I didn't see myself forever being a children's entertainment
Right.
person. Other people on the show had left who were my friends. And then I decided it was time to leave.
To
Yeah.
which I always say, you greedy motherfucker, take the money like Flo from Progressive. Now, she is an icon. She wanted to be a stand-up comedian, but then she started making Flo from Progressive commercials, and she's riding that out. She probably lives in the biggest house in fucking Malibu.
Biggest house. She probably goes to the VMAs. She gets
Right.
invited to influencer parties.
And because you can't have too much pride. Be the children's host if that's what's making you money.
and if she wants to do stand up, I'm sure she can. You know,
I know. I think she was more of
Sell
maybe
out a room.
a
Yeah.
UCB person,
Right.
or a Groundlings
I
person.
think
but
you improv.
But
Can I get a career that only I would do because I don't
Can
give a
I
fuck
get a
about women?
Geico?
Yeah. Type of insurance, please.
I'm so over when people are like, I would never do that.
Right.
Like, they must be embarrassed.
No, get that money, bitches.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I was going to say something else about Blue's Clues. Oh, I read in that article that you sent about him that he said he didn't see himself on children's TV forever. And he also didn't see he was losing hair. And that was a huge reason he quit.
Oh, well, there's wigs. Watch Saturday Night Live.
You think Steve Carell's scared about losing his hair? No, he just gets the little transplants in there. He looks amazing.
Why not
That's
talk
a
about it?
terrible excuse,
Right.
too.
That's another
Yeah.
activism we could start is hair transplants for
Hair transplants.
mid-level celebrities.
And or
just
owning
normalize.
the bald.
Yes, own the
Normalizing
bald.
the bald.
Shave the head. Yeah.
I love normalize the
Not
bald.
in a white
There's-
power kind
yeah.
of way.
I have a few friends that recently just went full bald recently, and they
Dylan
look.
Palladino.
I
Oh, he's
noticed.
hot, though.
Announcement.
Sorry, cut that out.
But
No,
but
keep
for
it
a
in.
while, his hair,
Yeah.
he would be like, he would wear hats a lot, and now he's fully, and I support it.
My
Yeah.
friend Zach Teague as well
Yeah,
is
good for
looking
him.
fucking fire with a bald head. I love a bald man. Work
like
it,
bald men,
boys.
too.
If
Shiny.
more guys just went full, then less guys would feel weird about
Right.
it.
Yeah, totally agree.
Let's talk about stealthing a little bit because speaking of Steve from Blue's
Right.
Clues,
What I
he's
do to men's
probably-
wigs.
Snatch that shit up. I guarantee Steve from Blue's Clues had said, I don't really do well with condoms
Sure.
to a girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been stealthed or tried to be stealthed?
I've definitely been like, do I really, like the pressure has
you're
been
like,
there. And I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, dude, I don't want to get fucking pregnant or whatever disease you
Yeah.
have. But it's never happened in like the middle of intercourse.
Caroline, can you tell us exactly about this stealthing law in California?
Oh my God, you're putting me on the spot. Okay. I did the homework, I swear.
I haven't been stealthed, but one time a guy was very aggressive about wanting to use a condom with me, and I was like, "What do you think? I'm some dirty whore?"
Yeah.
And
Like,
even
I'm
if
a
I
clean
am,
little
you should
Southern-
be honored.
I'm a clean little Southern babe.
Yeah,
Like, don't you dare.
have a literal blush on your face.
Exactly.
Don't you dare,
Like, don't
bitch.
you dare. I wear a highlighter. But also, the stealthing thing is horrible. That
It
should
is.
not be happening.
Yeah.
We know someone that got stealthed.
There was an accusation in recent years in a ladies comic group. We're not going to name names, but she said this guy recently
off mic, I have to
stealthed
know.
me. Recently stealthed me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or tried to her.
Right.
When did they do it though? And also why? Like I kind of thought guys thought we were out to get knocked up by them. I don't know why they would.
They hate wearing condoms so fucking much.
It
They're
sucks,
so rude about
yeah.
it.
Well, it's like we love it. Like, give me a break. Like,
Yeah. It
sex
doesn't-
without a condom feels so much better.
so much better. It feels like a little
I feel like no difference.
doctor glove going up in there.
I don't care.
You might not want to go to the gynecologist. Are you okay?
the first
She
time I
feels
had sex
nothing.
without a condom, I was a little underwhelmed. I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be like,
Yeah.
For
It's not
dudes,
that
they're
different.
like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's true.
Yeah.
I would love to know what it feels like to put a dick in a vagina.
Yeah.
I would love that too.
The feeling of having a dick. I've always wanted to know what that is.
Yeah.
Too. It
Yeah.
looks like so awesome. When they first put it in, they're like, "Whoa."
Yeah. It's true. They're like, "Roar."
And you're like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And we're literally like this.
You're like, is it it?
With a little bit of
Is it it?
Is it
a
it?
little bit of zhuzh and back and forth. You're like, okay, we're cooking now.
Yeah.
But like that first insertion, the way the men freak out, you're like, I would love to know what that feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, me too. I would love to know what it feels like for them to come. We
Me
never
too.
do.
They always like freak the fuck out. They're
Or
like,
to be attracted to, like, just have that, like, overwhelming attraction to women.
Yeah.
That they can't control themselves.
Yeah.
Like, what is
they're
that?
literally freaks. That's why men cheat, because they literally are so
All they
attracted
think
to
about
us.
is sex. I've
All
said
they
it
think
before.
about
I'll
is
say it again.
Sex is power. Power is money. Money is sex. Boom. And that's the circle of life, motherfucker.
Absolutely. Money talks.
For me, Lexapro is power.
Yeah.
And that means
Exactly.
no sex. Stealthing. I've never been stealthed. I've had guys just be like, oh, do we
Yeah.
have? Yeah, bitch. Yeah, you're kidding me?
And that sucks. It's like, why are you setting this vibe? Like, do
I
we
know.
have to? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm having sex with you.
Be a man. Be Don Draper. Don
Also,
Draper would
there's-
never.
There's
Yeah.
a sneaky way of doing it too.
I want to know how they do it.
It's wearing the wrong size,
Okay, so
and it just
Slides
right off. The
is that
tiny-
you actually think that's why this man that you might have hooked up with recently did that?
No, but I don't know.
Did you get stealthed recently?
I didn't know it was a term, and then I learned the hard way.
Oh, the hard way.
The
Literally.
soft way.
The soft way for me.
Yeah, but it just, I don't know why they do that. I don't know who told them, where they think they,
Well, it just comes down to like lack of respect or empathy with what
Right.
it means to have a vagina, and they're like,
Yeah.
well, if I just like, she'll never know that I took the condom off.
Yeah.
You cannot stealth anymore. They're making abortions illegal. Like
Yeah. I
stealthing needs to be illegal too. Then
Well, now it's a civil offense.
good.
So
Meaning
what's going on in
victims could
California?
sue. There is silence for damages, and it's falls under the umbrella of sexual battery now.
Yeah,
Wow.
as it should.
Yeah, especially I mean, especially if guys aren't going to be paying for those situations
Yeah.
later that might happen
Or
after
dinner.
stealthing or dinner.
Like now that we have to go Dutch, you're gonna wear a condom.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you pay for the steak, yeah, I'll let you
If
come
we're
in me.
splitting-
I'll take Plan B, but
Right.
if we're splitting,
yeah,
no,
2 condoms.
No.
You're paying for
this
the
is insane.
antibiotics, okay?
Do you guys
Yeah.
think John Mulaney? I think Olivia
You think
Munn
he
stealthed. I think Olivia Munn stealthed him.
I don't know.
Something's up there. If you guys watch the Seth Meyer thing, he was literally like, "And we're having a baby."
Oh,
God.
no.
It's so cringe.
And there was literally 3 claps.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I haven't
He
watched
is-
it. So he announced it on Seth Meyers.
Yeah, we could pull it up if Caroline wants to YouTube it.
I got into this relationship that's been really beautiful and with someone incredible who has dealt with the non-coked up Bambi version of me. And that's been very incredible. And she's kind of held my hand through that hell. And we're having a baby together. Thanks.
Congratulations to both.
I was nervous when I was about to say the news. That's why I looked down and then I looked up.
Whoa.
Oh my!
Wow, that is
God.
brutal.
That's Maddie to me when I tell her some of the people I've been hooking up with recently.
That kid is going to be in therapy playing this clip over
That's
and
literally you
over
when I
and
tell you.
over again.
That's literally, I think these celebrities forget
That there's a person coming that's going to live a life.
Is going to have trauma. Like, if Olivia Munn is using him for clout or he's using her for a PR thing, and
Yeah.
the drugs, and his team is like, make a baby and it'll help your image. That's a kid.
They already
Yeah.
used the shit out of that dog Petunia, that poor French bulldog. got pushed around in a
Petunia's
stroller.
in therapy every week. Like,
Yeah.
my parents are pitting
Right.
each other against, pitting me
And I'm
against
in the
each other.
middle.
Also,
I'm
when
just a
children
dog.
when children are involved, you don't know who's gonna. You're bound to them for life. You don't know who's gonna sue the shit out of.
Yeah.
I think Kenya Moore is getting fucked over right now with like
Oh, Kenya
paternity.
Moore, yeah.
Kenya Moore with paternity lawsuits like left and right, like because she was stupid and had a baby with a guy that sucks.
It's one thing to have a baby and you're a famous person, and it's weird for them to have a famous person. It's another if you put your baby in the spotlight.
Yeah, and now she has to do Dancing with the Stars to pay for that. Seriously, that's hard
Imagine.
work.
That's actually hard work.
It is hard work.
Like you
Dancing
pull
with the Stars
muscles.
is hard.
I would never be on it.
Yeah, no.
I would. It'd be a good diet, I think. And
I
you
would
get really
love-
good legs.
You did get a good
I
trainer.
actually also kind of think I could win.
Oh, yeah. I'm a good dancer, too.
Yeah.
No, I would be so.
How much shake your body, baby? Do that motion. I'm a good dancer. I actually think I could actually win.
I actually don't think Dancing with the Stars is a good
I've never seen it.
look.
Oh,
It's usually like
Controversy.
purgatory for
Well, no,
celebs.
actually,
It's like
it depends
Housewives
who's in it.
and-
Sometimes
Right.
it's a moving up thing. Other times it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's money for your divorce settlement.
Like
for Kenya
Sean
Moore.
Spicer.
Sean Spicer.
Wait, Cody Rigsby from Peloton is doing
Cody
it.
Rigsby.
That's a
from
moving
Peloton.
up.
That's actually that's exposure for him.
Yeah.
For some people, it's de-exposure. For some people, it's exposure.
Yeah.
Everything really depends.
Truly.
Context.
Context.
Important.
Last thing, speaking of TV, the activism show, we talked about what our causes would be. What do you guys think of this? I think the world is ending. What do you guys think? I just know how TV works. Everything is about money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just need to make sure there's going to be drama. And if there's not, I might hate watch this, but it's going to be a horrible show.
I think it's going to be so boring.
Yeah.
I just can't believe Usher is doing this. I'm like,
You know what the vibes are going to be? Remember the show on... It was one of the house shows where they take, like, it wasn't
Move
Trading
That Bus
Spaces
kind of thing?
The one where they just remodel the whole house for the really poor
Right.
family. What's
Yeah,
it
yeah.
called?
Extreme
Trading-
Home Makeover. Extreme Home Makeover.
Yeah, and that was, people
That's-
love that
yeah.
show. And I think it'll have vibes like that, very like,
cheesy.
oh my God.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was so cheese, but
was the
people loved it.
cheesiest.
I couldn't watch it because it was boring as fuck to me.
Yeah. And they're like, we put a TV everywhere.
Yeah. They're like, they got a TV on the ceiling. The floor is a TV. The kids' room is a jungle room with
You're
a
right.
slide. And the
Yeah.
family's like, oh my God.
I also
Oh
hate
my
this-
God. They took it from 1 bedroom to 7.
Also, I don't understand why people don't understand. You need for reality TV to work, you need people at their most absolute desperate. That's why Vanderpump Rules is my favorite show.
Yeah.
So why are you getting celebrities that all overthink everything? Everything they say is calculated. Why don't you get someone from small town like the South? As you guys know, the girls that do the best on The Bachelor, girls from the South, like that don't give a fuck. You need people like true swamp people that want to like make a change. And then Julianne Hough can be their coach or something. Right. But I don't want to see Julianne Hough try to figure out a charity. You know what I mean?
That's what they're doing, the three of them?
No, they're the judges. They're the hosts or something.
Oh.
Yeah, they're the hosts.
Oh, so it is someone from small town America.
It's not small. Oh, I think it's Shark Tank, but it's like instead of business leaders, it's
nonprofits.
Like, yeah,
right?
it's like entrepreneurs, but with a focus on social change.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
But also, have you ever worked in the people who work in nonprofits are the
bad
most
people.
No, they're just not very charismatic. It's like yeah.
My sister.
I worked in one first year after college.
Yeah.
And the environment was a little bit toxic.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah. Mine was very like not. Like older millennials who were girl bosses,
right?
Toxic. Your whole life is the nonprofit, and if you don't think that way, they don't invite you to like drinks.
Well,
and,
it's always the people that
the vibes were weird.
Yeah,
the guy I worked with tried to offer me a job there, and he was like, "The nonprofit life kind of sucks. You max out at $60K, but like it's totally worth it." And I'm like, "Okay, TMI, I'm out."
Yeah,
$60K. My life flashed before my eyes.
No, it's
you're
enough
like,
for
move
me.
that bus.
It's always the people. It's always the politicians, the nonprofit people, the people out there saying that they're the best people that are secretly doing the weirdest snaky fucking girl boss Elizabeth Holmes shit.
Elizabeth Holmes.
It's always those people. So I can't wait to see the spiral, like Coney. Remember Coney?
Yes.
Coney 2012.
I would like to say something about this show. I think. Go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I was just going to say, I can't wait to see the scandals that come out after.
Yes, that's a good point.
What I think they should do is have a bad person be educated on how to lead.
Well, Cancel Camp. I was going to say this is kind of the opposite of my show.
What's Cancel Camp?
It's my show that I've been working on that actually I think other people have already picked up and are doing it. I don't know.
I haven't heard of it.
But I want to do a Cancel Camp where it's like canceled reality stars and then they have to
just
go
people
through
in general.
It's or anyone canceled in
Dr.
general.
Drew had that rehab.
Exactly. So and then they put them in the house and then there's like drama in the house and there'll be like people like from Vanderpump Rules that got canceled.
Yeah.
Some housewives that have gotten canceled. Kelly Dodd, for example, Ramona Singer, and maybe we could throw some comedians in there. We can throw I'm not gonna say.
No, throw some comedians in there.
We can throw some comedians in there. I'm not gonna say any, but yeah, we can throw,
throw everyone in there.
Yeah,
I agree. I think I don't know. There needs to be some sort of like bad person gets trained on activists.
Yeah,
like a full story and then personal growth. You want that's always exciting.
And there's drama in that, but I want drama in the house.
There has to be conflict for it to be interesting. So I'm wondering where that's going to come from.
But then it's just like activists cutting each other down, and then you're like, what? This guy thinks he can bring in climate change. Well, I'm talking about hunger, so it's like I need to beat Dave.
Yeah, that seems weird.
Yeah, and you also know like at the G20 they're going to be like, guy, come here. We're going to do the shoot, and then we're going to send you guys home. It's not going to be real. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
I know how TV works.
It's not going to be real. That's why we need like wife swap people.
A wife swap.
Wife swap
is such a good show.
Yeah, we talked about this the other
on
day.
Zach Amico's podcast.
Yeah.
I would see moms who love their families like so much. They would go to homes where the families are like, we do frozen dinner and we watch in front of the TV. And she would turn the TV off and be like, I don't do TV and dinner at the same time in my house.
It's like if Caroline's mom went to your house.
If your mom saw how I grew up.
She though.
My home was like the set of 13, like the movie 13. I would say no bra, no to my mom, and my mom would be like, "Where'd my pills go?" And be like, "You wish you knew where
Maddie's
your pills
mom was
went."
like, "Off to another Grateful Dead concert, bye, babe."
You're like, all you care about is your pills.
And your mom would be like, "No dessert, no dessert, no. The girls gotta have a full packed lunch." Oh, organic. We gotta have organic.
My upbringing was like a poor Freaky Friday, like door off, no privacy, but
door off.
I got my door taken off.
Whoa, that's such a weird punishment. I don't understand
so stupid. Like, what am I gonna do? Masturbate? I'm reading in here.
Yeah.
When my boyfriends would come over, I wasn't allowed to go in my room with the door closed.
Me neither. And I remember there was drama because I had a lot of gay friends.
Oh yeah.
And my mom wouldn't even let them in the room with the door closed. And I'm like, Mom, it's George. Fine. That was a weird year when my mom was trying to navigate the gays in-room landscape.
Yes.
I would be like, why can't Xavier sleep in the bed with me?
I know. I would be like, it's Andy. Like, shut up, bitch.
Yeah. I literally was like, why can't Dallas sleep in my bed?
I had a lot of musical theater guy friends who weren't out yet, but I'd be like,
Mine
it's
too,
John.
yeah.
Like, now they're all fully gay. I'm like,
Right.
guys,
I
we
know.
could have had so much fun in
Now
high
they've
school.
got like
Yeah.
nipple rings in Bushwick. Like,
Total, like, totally dick out for pride. I'm like, we could have had a lot of fun if you just told
Yeah.
me.
yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so I'll hate watch. Well, I don't have CBS, but
Oh, it's on CBS
I think so.
for the olds.
yeah.
I really
guess.
hate Julian
Interesting.
Hough, but I love Usher.
Yeah, he's cool. He's pretty hot. Priyanka doesn't
pretty
do
hot.
anything for me.
Kind of like
He's super
meh.
hot.
One of them.
Is Usher short?
I think so.
Really?
That's his downfall.
I think he is. I feel like he's like 5'8".
There's a few celebrities you meet in
Confessions?
person
Sorry.
who are shorter than.
Yeah.
I think guy celebrities are shorter than.
Then we know.
Yeah, but
Although
they
I
got big
do-
heads.
I do.
They got big heads.
really bobbleheads.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly, I think, is tall though.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's
So
stretched out like a
gross.
little beanpole.
I would never fuck him. I hate that
I don't like
skinny
it.
arm look.
I
No
don't
offense
like
to anyone who's listening or watching.
Didn't he have like pearls glued to his face?
Yes, I do not like his
Potentially.
look. He wore long acrylic nails recently. That's a no for me.
Nightmare
Ashlyn says we
Before
like
Christmas.
feminist men, and I don't agree.
I just don't-
Feminine, not feminist. Sorry.
Feminine. She's like, we like feminist guys. I'm like, no, I fucking don't.
No, I don't. I
Hit
hate the
me.
feminists.
Hit me. I think that might be our pod on that note.
I love it.
How do you guys feel? I feel good.
Strong.
I am
Strong.
hungry. Where can we find everyone here?
You can find me at Stewart and Chill.
And Stuart's going to Croatia next week, so we're
And
gonna
I'll be chilling in Croatia.
Yeah, she's gonna
Hope I
fuck
don't
a lot
get
of dudes. Tell us what you're tell us what you're doing in Croatia.
I'm going to a wedding. I'm going to my best friend's,
Another
her friend
wedding.
from college. Another wedding. Yes. It's a wedding in Croatia. I was invited as a +1. I've been planning it for 2 years. And you guys, I need this trip. It's going to be my
Go.
eat, pray, love. I'm going to find myself in the streets. I'm going to be like the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Oh my god, you're gonna see a pop star there who looks like you.
I hope
and they're
so.
gonna say, Isabel, it's time
Isabella, it's me. Good giorno.
to hey now.
This is my dreams. Hey.
What an amazing plot. It's literally Hilary Duff in Italy. Wait, I have to say one thing about weddings. This is the third time in my life this month that someone told me I was invited to their wedding and I'm not invited.
That actually is happening to me as we speak.
Really? Okay. I
Yeah.
feel like people get so impulsive and excited when they first announce and they're like, of course you're invited. But
And
then
then
they
they
do the
get
table
down to
plan
brass tacks.
and you divide by 10 and you say, who's Maddie going to sit with? No one,
know.
so we have to cut her.
Yeah.
As we've discussed on the pod before, none of us really make the good tables.
As
No,
we
I've
discussed
always
before.
in the-
Yeah.
by the door.
We were saying we're always by the door or the table that
Or the
doesn't
DJ.
have all the people.
Right.
4 people missing.
Yeah.
And so another time, this girl from college messaged me, "What's your address?" I was like, 1, 2, 3, Maple Street, Queens. I said, "What?"
Don't say that on the
Yeah, we have to beat that out.
Michael.
Cut it out. So I told.
Michael, please save us.
So I told her my address, and she said, "Yee, inviting you to my wedding." I was like, "Oh, random." And it's in October, and she posted this week and that she was at her bachelorette party.
Oh, fuck. And you're like, oh, well,
That
guess
happened
I
to
won't
me
be
when
going.
and I messaged her. I said, "When exactly in October?" Just trying to get my schedule right. She didn't message me
Oh,
back.
no.
This is the third time.
And
this
you're a
has happened to me.
celebrity. Having a
I
celebrity
know.
guest at a wedding?
That's
Come
what I-
on.
I said they can't cut me. I got cut again. This is
What?
it's like being ghosted. I'm like, I have a feeling I'm not going to be invited.
I think this has happened to me multiple
People
times.
get
I
excited.
think people think we have fine lives, so they're like, they won't be offended. She's an easy cut, sort of.
Yeah.
Or they
But
won't
it's rude.
come. Maybe like they're
Yeah,
so
or
We're
she
in
busy.
won't
Long
come.
Island. I would have come. Her dad's
Yeah.
the #1 dental surgeon in Long Island. You know I'm coming.
Yeah.
There's going to be like an
We need
oyster
teeth
bar.
at
Yeah.
some point.
Yeah.
A lot of
I need teeth at some
yeah.
point.
Healthy teeth foods.
So, but who knows? Yeah, healthy teeth foods. A lot of anyway, that's my thing.
Yeah.
Again, happened this week. So thanks a lot. Okay.
Thanks.
Jill, what do we
Get her.
got? What do we got?
I'm at Jill_lives on Instagram and Twitter, and I have a podcast called Wiki Freaks that you can listen to.
Yes. And Caroline, any final notes before we wrap up? Any admin stuff?
No, I think I'm gonna send you that email. And
Okay, yeah. We'll send the email.
Per my last email.
I'll be in Seattle
Ooh.
September 24th to 25th. Come out, guys. If you're listening, join the Patreon, patreon.com/Maddie Smith. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.